everybody or most people in that circle have talked about to other people and been shady each other and fucked each other over. And that's been proven throughout the day on multiple different issues.
I don't know what that's got to do with the fact that I'm talking about. I mean, that's really got nothing to do with that. I don't know what anybody's fucked over anybody in the past, whatever, but that's got zero bearing on breaking somebody's trust in that situation. I mean, that's just
You are not in that group, or we're not in that group to support Michelle's safety. You are in that group to support Michelle fucking him over because you're mad at him. And you can deny it to everybody else in the world, but we both know and everybody knows that that's the fact of those matters. Well, you also know that man didn't beat her up, nor was he going to, nor was he ever going to go 2 hours away to where she was at. The motherfucker doesn't even have a fucking bicycle. She's the one that was poking and prodding him constantly. We all heard it. Those are facts. We also all know she's fucking nuts. Every time she talks shit to people and they talk back, she wants them blocked out of a room or she makes up lies on them. A bunch of us have witnessed that firsthand. The bitch is nuts. They both fucking need to go get fucked. And it's also come out that you're all in a secret group, a whole bunch of you, and y'all were involved in getting Ronen swatted, and it was a hee ha ha moment until people started talking about it. And then everybody's mad at Karma and other people, yada yada yada, and everybody wants to point fingers and everybody wants to make it somebody else's problem. And again, I ask, why did Lindsay get away with going into the room and telling?
Literally, whenever Ronen got swatted, there was no secret group. I don't know who did that, but all I know is I pulled the body cam footage. After I did that, Karma pulled myself and multiple other users in a channel and wanted to do all these fucking like terroristic things, and pretty much was like, you know, like trying to brainstorm with people that really didn't want to brainstorm with them. You feel what I'm saying? And then once it went the other way, he was like, oh, I'm going to say that everybody else was the ringleader.
I don't know how all that fell apart. And yes, I feel some of it. I absolutely do not feel it. Everybody was on board with fucking Ronen over. Everybody wanted to see the show. Everybody enjoyed the video. Everybody wanted a part of that.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up, you both fucking lobbers have fucking.
You shut up, Muhammad. Fucking worthless motherfucker. You're not talking about anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So shut the fuck up, Muhammad. But no, what I'm saying is that was not a concerted effort. Like there was no cooperation in any way for that right there. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I just know that I pulled the body cam footage from it because Ronen came to the app and said he got swatted. So I went to the only source I knew to go to receive firsthand, you know, view of that. And I had my right.
I was told you were right in there involved in it, and you had hookups to get the information, and you guys encouraged Karma and Michi to make the shit happen and to call the false shit in. And at the same time, somehow they got Kevin involved. I wasn't real clear on the exact involvement, but it was the four of you is what I was told. And it was all around some kind of secret group, and there was more than just the four of you involved. It was a big group deal. Karma ran his mouth about it, and everybody ousted him, and that's when this shit went south. None of that's really my business. It ain't got shit to do with me one way or the other. Ronen certainly has done enough people to everybody, including myself, including you. We don't owe him shit. And whatever happens to him is kind of on him. You play the game, you pay the price. We don't disagree on that.
The only role I had in that was filling out a request for a FOIA act. That's it. And that was after Ronen came to that. I had absolutely no previous knowledge that he had been swatted until he came to the app and said he had been swatted. And then I saw it as primetime fucking, I was like, holy shit, that's golden. I can get that body.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, kudos to you, Fat Man. Even though I'm beefing with Ronen, I still feel that he made his...
Well, yeah, I just wanted to embarrass him. But I'm upset with Contract, man. Contract knows why I'm upset with Contract. I gave Contract an opportunity to call me. I'd send him a solo message and said, call me on the phone and let's hash this shit out, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't my fucking style either way. But I'm not going to be quiet about something like this. But if somebody I fuck with and they doing some dumb shit like that, we got to talk about that. That shit's got to be made right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, right, Karma literally orchestrated that whole group for the sole purpose to blame it on Michelle. Because nobody was really participating in the group. See what I'm saying? Nobody fucking You know, like literally, the man came up with the wildest ideas, like wanted to start a race war in this man's front yard. And it was all his fucking brain, you know? Nobody else contributed. But with that being said, man, I'm done. You know what I mean? Contract, holler at me, man.
Karma's a fucking two-faced pussy, and everybody sees him for what he is now. There's no dispute there. That man's been in people's fucking boxes crying about all this shit, man. He wanted to be a tough guy, and now he's the biggest fucking pussy, literally sucking his thumb, and I'm pretty sure he pissed himself while I was talking to him a couple of times. That being said, you know, the same thing. He deserves whatever he gets to a certain degree. At the same time, I hate to see anybody get cops involved, real life shit, man. It's just going awful far for some Zello shit. But he deserves what he gets to a certain point too. Contracts involvement, you got to look at it from a different perspective. You and I are good friends or good Zello friends. You might have told me something without even thinking about it. I said, hey, don't tell nobody. Watch what happens. He didn't spill all the guts. He didn't say all these people are involved. He didn't tell me shit, but very vaguely, hey, some shit's going down, and next week keep your eyes open. It's going to be good.
It was literally a tight-knit group of people that were brought together, you know what I'm saying? And were really, like, just supporting her in whatever it was that she wanted to do. Nobody encouraged her to do anything, you know what I'm saying? And it was no pressure like that. Nobody was, like, making her.
That's absolutely, don't lie to me, man. I don't want beef with you, but I'm not going to sit here and let you lie to me and not call it out. It's been talked about all day. JJ Peppers has called it out. People were telling her get the TPO. People have admitted they were saying it. All that shit happened. She's admitted it happened. On and on and on. Don't make it something it's not, man. That's the problem. Everybody's trying to be innocent and everything. And the fact of the matter is there was a whole group of shady people being shady, doing shady things, trying to do hee-hee, ha-ha moments on Karma. Not one of you motherfuckers, most of you had no fucking worries whatsoever if there was any abuse to Michi. Fuck, we've all heard her abusing the guy. We all know in our hearts, in our minds, that they're both fucking nuts, and this is all bullshit. Everybody wanted that same Ronen ha you got swatted moment on Karma because all the dirty shit he's done to people on here, and everybody secretly wants to fuck him over. And some people openly want to fuck him over. Had nothing to do with protecting Michi. The man didn't put hands on her. You know that, and I know that.
Well, that's the thing, man. I don't know that, and I can't say for sure. You know what I mean? And honestly, it was more of like her not exactly knowing how to handle that situation. You know what I mean?
Hey, Inez, what the fuck, bro? Put an admin on me, bro. Thank you, Zello Danny.
Now, of course, you've got like the girls of the group. They're there for like the emotional support. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to Karma. The dude literally snitched on me, called the police, filed a police report, and I had to get, it handled and all that. But I have no ill will to him. If I really felt some type of way, I'd just go to Homestead and fuck him up. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and play this Zello fucking, I had no fucking idea previous to him doing what he did, telling him I was going to SWAT him or whatever. That's what he told the cops, that I was going to SWAT him. The dumbest shit he could have ever said, because I've never called the police on anybody in my life. That don't even make no fucking sense. But nonetheless, that's what happened. So I let that go, man. I was literally reaching out to the dude like, look, we got to talk about this. But then after that was shut down, I told him, fuck you, man. And I'm offering that same olive branch to somebody else I feel like has betrayed not only my trust, but other people's trust. You know what I mean? But it's cool. I mean, hey, look, if it goes the other way, it goes the other way.
It came out today, pretty much everybody in that group's shady at one point or another, in one way or another to each other. Multiple people, and I shouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people. Michi works for a lawyer's office. She doesn't know what to do. She's done this to other guys. She doesn't know what to do. Come on, man. That's all bullshit. You don't believe that.
All right, what I'm confused about is that when Karma did it to everybody else, it was an issue. Michi does it to me, and it's still Michi's a victim. I don't understand that.
Exactly. And Lindsay put all the information out in the room, and everybody now, it was after the fact. Well, no, it wasn't. She put that shit way out there before anybody even had a clue that me and Contract talked. Nobody had a clue anything about anything until she put it out in the room.
Like, we all want to talk to Contract about being a snitch and having loose lips. I asked multiple times for that recording not to be played in a channel. You know, I said, forget this shit exists, just so that you know, because she was begging me. And she did the shit anyway. So if we're going to talk the contract in any type of way, we need to direct that energy towards Michelle as well. Otherwise, it's hypocritical.
No, what really needs to happen is everybody needs to quit taking the shit off the app. We all need to convince each other, myself included, to keep it at shit talking and not to encourage people to take shit off the app. Man, this is bullshit. The shit's going on to Karma, even though he's a piece of shit, is still bullshit. You guys have morals and values, and you need to use them. You need to use some common sense and all this. And again, not one person truly believes, not one man truly believes that Karma hurt that girl or was going to hurt that girl. Nor does anybody believe he was going to walk 2 miles to try to do something when he kept saying, just stay away from me. Don't come to my house. Leave me alone. Why would she be scared when she taunted him all fucking day? Not a couple of times, nonstop, all day Friday. She was in here taunting him, telling him she was coming to his house, going to knock on his door. You better answer. Ha, 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 ha. And then she runs into a solo group, the same group.
Look, this is what you can't claim that you're a victim of abuse, and after thinking about it, like, I feel fucking stupid. I'm the one that looks dumb. I was fucking holding her hand. Oh, poor you. A victim of domestic violence isn't going to cancel a TPO if the audio isn't played. That was her threat. If I don't play contracts audio, she's going to cancel the TPO.
She's a drama queen. I've been saying that for 4 months. When she doesn't get her way, she blocks and bounces people out of the room, makes up lies about why she's doing it, plays a victim. And Trucking, there's no way I don't believe that there's any way you didn't hear conversations where Lindsay and Michi were saying Steve's an abuser.
Sorry to cut you. She showed up months ago with an agenda, whether subconscious or overt. I've watched what she's done from day one. She's a manipulator. She picked and chose who she picked. And like you said, we've all been watching it. I'll never believe. Mostly, I won't believe it because she's fucking lying. You all have your specialties. I have mine. I know when people are lying. She's fucking lying. That he beat her up. He didn't beat her up. Past that, my opinion, I'm staying the fuck out of the rest of it. Take that how you will.
Well, I mean, I'm just going off the shit that I heard her son say. You know what I mean? That's just what I'm basing my shit off of. Y'all know I have a really good bullshit detector. And I'm not here defending anybody. I'm literally talking about one situation. Now, the situation, if Michi's the one that played the audio, then we can address that too. I got no issue with that. Because there was another agreement made that audio wasn't supposed to be played until certain things had happened. Or we were just supposed to talk about that happened.
If you guys want to be mad about that audio, then you be mad at me. I betrayed contracts trust when he asked me, don't say shit to nobody, blah, 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 blah. And I felt bad, didn't want Karma to get overly arrested and things of that nature.
No, but I played that whole group, the audio in confidence. I asked multiple times. You were there. I mean, you guys heard me. It was Michelle that did it because it says her name on the upload, Michelle. So that's the issue right now. That's the current.
The only time I heard it played, I think it was like us and me or somebody played. I can't remember. But anyways, if it was her and that's got her name on it, then we can definitely address that too.
Everybody just needs to acknowledge there's a whole bunch of shady shit going on previous to all the Michelle and Karma shit all the way up until right now. There's been a lot of shady shit. Very few people are completely innocent. I mean, again, how many people, I guarantee you all heard them bitches in there and you nizzle scamming on me and how they was going to get me out of the channel, this, that, and the other. And they were saying I was a woman abuser and beat my kid, this, that, and the other, broke in the houses, blah, blah, blah. This has been confirmed by several people that it was said. And they tried to underhandedly get me thrown out of this channel, blah, blah, blah. And then acting like they were my friend to my face. So come on, who's fucking innocent here? The only person that's been completely honest, front to back, up to down, is Trucker Steve. I've told everything from start to finish exactly how it happened, and nobody can catch me in a lie because I haven't lied about shit. And if anybody says any differently, they're only trying to cover their own ass for their own agenda.
I ain't lied about shit, bro. mean, that's a trucker thing, I guess. I don't know. I ain't lied about shit. Period. Point blank. I have no interest in seeing Karma go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Got no interest in that, bro. I don't want nobody to go to jail. I don't even want Ronen to go to jail. You know what I mean? But the fact the cops were at his house, I'm getting that body cam footage. Any nigga that gets the cops called to their house on this app, I'm catching that body cam. Believe that.
Yeah, trucking for cash is solid, though. However, with all that being said, this whole snitch shit, if we're going to direct energy towards one, it has to be all. And I fucked up by playing the audio to the group. I should have never did that. I apologize.
Yeah, she had my word that she wouldn't play the audio, and I played it to her just so she knew I wasn't lying about it. But I was very upfront to everybody, told everybody exactly what it was. I only confirmed it to her. They demanded it, and I said, fuck you guys. I don't know you guys shit, but I'll play it for Danny. Nobody else gets to hear it. But trucking, if what you're saying is legit, then you're going to go to Michelle and you're going to say, hey, this is too far. The man ain't fucking with you. He's scared. I don't like him, but this is too far. You need to drop that shit. Everybody needs to go to her and say, the guy ain't fucking with you. He doesn't want to fuck with you. He's scared. Leave him alone.
Danny, the cops will be at your house in 20 minutes. Granted, it will be your uncle, but still, they will be there in 20 minutes.
Everybody in here, everybody that's involved, everybody that talks to him too. Karma, leave her alone. Don't talk to her. That's it. Michi, leave him alone. Don't talk to him. That's it. Quit telling him you're going to come to his house. Quit poking and prodding him and getting him fired up and then playing a victim. Karma, quit getting blowed up. Quit letting other people fire you up and responding. Both of you leave each other.
Honestly, you see how they act on the app. Think about how volatile that shit is off the app. When they're drinking, when they're whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, the best thing for them is for there to be a TPO in place. So they leave each other the fuck alone. And that's real fucking talk, bro. That's the only reason I went along with the shit. They say shut the fuck up about each other. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, that's it. That's the only reason I was like, okay, I'm here. You know what I mean? And that's that, bro. And if she's done it a bunch.
No. You're pissed off at him because he threw you under the bus and all this other shit. None of that's my business. But you're not being honest with yourself if you believe that. It isn't necessary at all in this. Neither one of them are going to each other's house, although she keeps poking him saying she's going. If you were being supportive, truly, in the best interest of this, you'd tell both of them, leave each other the fuck alone. And we'd all tell both of them, just leave each other alone, and we'd all stop it together collectively instead of encouraging her to file a TPO, which is what really happened. No matter what anybody says, it's already been admitted.
The only people that have made any encouragement or conversated about you in the slightest were the women, bro. That's their only defense against you is you're a woman beater. You know what I'm saying? Or something about a kid and a table. Who gives a fuck? That shit means nothing, bro. That's what I'm telling you. You always caught up about what's being said about you. I'm not saying shit about you. E. Nitzel's not saying shit about you. Those are facts. I can tell you that. That's law. Another thing, I don't want to see Karma, nothing to happen to Karma, bro. But him and Michi are in a toxic relationship that's going to spiral out of control eventually. And if it's only mental and psychological now, it's going to turn physical later. You feel me? So they need to be away from each other. And obviously they can't do that on their own. You feel what I'm saying?
Every time he does anything, whether it's dropping an egg and crying about it, or not going to school for his little GED test, she's on here telling everybody all the business. If he would have done anything that she claimed a month and a half ago, she would have been right in here raising hell about it, degrading. She didn't say shit until he told her he didn't want nothing to do with her, just leave me alone. Then she was giggling the first time. She said, oh, don't forget, Karma, you put hands on me. Like she was going to hold that over his head. You're not going to get rid of me, Karma. I'll say that you abused me.
I can vouch for what Truckin's saying, though. The boys didn't say shit about you. That's facts.
And another thing, bro, you know what I'm saying? I've never heard any of that shit happen, right? The shit that you're saying happened, I've never heard that myself. What I do know to be a fact is that she has her own life.
She's in no danger. Nobody in here thinks she's in any danger. Nor did they a week ago. You guys want to support her? Tell her leave him alone. He'll leave her alone. She leaves him alone. Easy. Done. Why is she going into rooms with him, following around rooms, which I've seen her do in the last 72 hours, if she's scared of him. That doesn't even make sense. She's taunting him, teasing him, poking at him, getting him to explode, and then laughing about it, thinking it's funny, and then going to a little group. He's so abusive, guys. Did you see how he acted?
Where's she been on the app in the last 72 hours? Because she's been in the fucking in the little group thing, and maybe this channel. I mean, other than that, I mean, I ain't seen Karma on the app in days, and that's probably the best. That's only because of what he did and the consequences of what he did. And I don't have no ill will towards that dude, bro. He didn't sell me out for shit, bro. I didn't have no dog in none of that race, that fucking terroristic race war in the front yard. The nigga literally came to me, Karma came to me and said, hey, you know any...
She's in no danger. Nobody in here thinks she's in any danger. Nor did they a week ago. You guys want to support her? Tell her leave him alone. He'll leave her alone. She leaves him alone. Easy. Done. Why is she going into rooms with him, following around rooms, which I've seen her do in the last 72 hours, if she's scared of him? That doesn't even make sense. She's taunting him, teasing him, poking at him, getting him to explode, and then laughing about it, thinking it's funny, and then going to a little group. He's so abusive, guys. Did you see how he acted?
Where's she been on the app in the last 72 hours? Because she's been in the fucking in the little group thing, and maybe this channel. I mean, other than that, I mean, I ain't seen Karma on the app in days, and that's probably the best. That's only because of what he did and the consequences of what he did. And I don't have no ill will towards that dude, bro. He didn't sell me out for shit, bro. I didn't have no dog in none of that race, that fucking terroristic race war in the front yard. The nigga literally came to me, Karma came to me and said, hey, you know any neo-Nazis? And I'm like, no. The fuck? And that's the extent of it right there. That's facts.
They're both dead to me. Karma and Michi, they're one and the same person. Same people. Karma turned on everybody. Michi did the same shit to me. It is what it is, man.
So I say fucking let them do what they're going to do. You can't stop her from doing what she wants to do. You can't stop her from going and getting a TPO. You can't stop him from going and fucking filing goddamn whatever. No, you know what I mean? They deal with each other in personal life. That's why they have the different fucking deal.
She's doing it for the attention. She's not doing it because she's scared. She's doing it for the attention of them people, loving every moment of it. And she had control over Inizel and Danny up until yesterday afternoon, or today, early today. She loves the attention. Read the screenshot I dropped, man. That's her on that fake name saying Michelle loves that, man. You guys all shoved a fucking, however she worded, put a wedge in between our love. That bitch has no intentions of being done with him. She wants to use this shit to hold over his head to control him more. You'll see.
Yeah, I don't know who the account was that was trying to talk to me about that. But that's crazy now. But if Michelle and Thomas go back to this channel, there's no stopping them. They're going to argue back and forth.
Everybody simply says, we don't want to hear it. You two leave each other alone. But that's not human nature. That's not what Zello wants to see. Zello wants to see a Ronen and Conway situation. Everybody's been encouraging that to happen.
Well, as Kind Banter's prodigy, this is becoming a Rugi situation. I won't have it in my channel. This is my channel. So if they come in here with their bullshit, they're both getting blocked. Suck my dick.
I'm a little teapot. Hey, look at you. Hell yeah. My channel, nigga. That's what's up. Hey, fuck it, man. Let her get the... You know what? The TPO works both ways. See, that's the thing, right? Is she going to carry it like Conway did and never come back, never speak that man's name again like a boss? Because that's the true winner.
He asked me if he should get a TPO on her and file for it first thing this morning. I told him he should leave her alone, not come on the app at all, stay the fuck off for at least a week, and just let time pass and not message her in any way, shape, or form. That was her with me thinking that she hadn't done anything because she was swearing to me that she hadn't done anything and was going to leave him alone and wasn't contacting law enforcement at all, which we all know is a lie now. TPO works one way unless it's mutually asked for, like, and agreed upon. So unless he goes in there and says, I'd like it both ways, and she agrees, it'll just be one way. She can still contact him. He can't respond.
No. No, that's violation of a TPO can happen on the applicant and the respondent. See what I'm saying? Like that, you have to stay away from each other. You know, that's like by definition.
In Kansas, for sure, it's one way. If I get a restraining order on you, I can still make fun of you, and there's nothing illegal about it. If you respond, it's illegal unless you get one on me as well, or we agree in court to mutually do it, and it's written up, the mutual restraining order. Every state may be different. I can only tell you I've been through this 40 times.
It does a TPO effects on Zello if they decide to talk to each other, or that's only in real life that they're not allowed to talk to each other.
This is real life. I'm talking to you, a real person right now. I'm talking to I don't know, whatever your name is, Ronaldo Gonzalez right now. You're talking to Steven Sangren right now. If there was a restraining order and I wasn't to call you or talk to you, I would be violating it right now just by explaining this to you, even though I'm not harassing.
Steven, this is Zello life, man. This is not real life. This is Zello life. That's what Ray's trying to explain to you, man. Right now, you're not the real Steven. You're Zello Steven. Hey, where's she at, man? She looking for a sugar daddy, man? She looking for a sugar daddy? Hell yeah.
No, I'm not trying to come at Steven now. This is a topic that's been going on for Zello for the last couple days. I knew it was a bad idea for Michelle and Karma to date each other. I already knew. That's why I backed away from Michelle.
What I do.
I mean, I am. No homo. I mean, you ain't getting no weird, like, sex shit. Like, I might message you, text you, say hi once in a while or some weird, some shit like that. But, like, somebody wants to hit my Cash App, like, completely, like, platonic, non-sexual, non-weird, go for it.
Yo, it's crazy because she was the second one to keyed up. Ashley keyed up first. Go ahead, big girl, tell it.
The nigga Karma literally got a VPN and was trying to contact far extremist groups in the left and right direction in an effort to stage a motherfucking protest / race war on Ronen's mom's front yard. I mean, I can respect that. I'm not holding any grudge over him calling the cops, because in all actuality, he was really just trying to get back at Michelle. You know what I'm saying? He was telling Michelle that he called the police on her. But
Right. I told him, for the record, I'm sorry to cut you off, I told him he was wrong for that shit. I told him, you play with fire, you get burnt. I mean, you fucking did some shit, now you're getting upset because it's being done to you. Of course, I didn't know how dirty he had done some other shit recently. Where does it end?
What's going on, everybody?
Why are any of us taking it to police and things of that nature? And why are they both coming in rooms with each other if they're so scared of each other? Like, there's a lot of bullshit going on here. And I think a lot of people got sucked into bullshit. Some of us wanted to be for personal reasons, our own agendas against him or her. And some of us were just flat out sucked in. At the end of the day, everybody just got sucked into a great big fucking bullshit mess that none of us should have been in.
My conversation with Michelle the last time she popped off, she was telling me he did this, he did that. But the next day or the day after, they back together. So it's a bunch of nonsense.
But no, they talked about it. When she said that, he said, what are you talking about, Michelle? You were poking on me, you were tickling me, you were kept being on me while we were in the bedroom. I kept telling you to get off me, you were smothering me. So I took both your hands, because you wouldn't quit wrapping them around me. I took both your hands and pulled them away from me. That's the extent of the abuse. And she laughed. She says, you would stay.
well, I mean, I don't know, man. I know that kids don't lie, bro. I know that kids don't make shit up. And her kid's not going to say a bunch of shit that's not true, man. They all got a bad vibe from the dude, man. You know what I mean? And in her opinion, she wants to move on. So at the end of the day, I got fucking martyred in the whole situation. The nigga called the police out to his house because he was about to put a case on that bitch. And when they got there, he chickened out. So he said, oh, yeah, Tim Creason and a guy named Contract Killer are going to swat me instead of saying Michelle, blah, 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 whatever. So I got fucking scapegoated.
He's terrified of you. He started fucking crying, man. He thinks you're going to come kick the door in. Like he's so paranoid. Well, now I know why. He's doing dirty shit to everybody. He figures it's going to happen to him. I think everybody just learns their lessons from this and moves forward and quits being mad about shit. It's my opinion. And not getting their shit.
The nigga Karma literally got a VPN and was trying to contact far extremist groups in the left and right direction in an effort to stage a motherfucking protest / race war on Ronen's mom's front yard, dog. That's straight up, man. Look here, bro. I'm just telling you, man. And then as soon as him and her got in an argument, because she was the part of the conversation, he flipped the script on the whole group, right? That he organized. Talk about we was over here plotting on. Ain't nobody we over here plotting on Ronen. Lindsay's not plotting on Ronen. Little Pigeon not plotting on Ronen. E. Nizzle not plotting on Ronen. Tim Priest not plotting on Ronen. Ain't nobody plotting on Ronen but Ronen. You feel me?
Well, I don't know. Lindsay was in a group many years ago, a private group that I was in with Standalone and Blade and Salty Dog and Knicker Sniffer and KK. And I don't even remember the rest of the people, and she was plotting on Ronen at that time. We all were.
Yeah, but that was just bullshit. You know what I mean? Nobody was putting him in prison. Who put Ronen in prison if Ronen goes to prison? Ronen put Ronen in prison. Because you know what? A girl named Conway, a 400-pound catfish, went and got a restraining order and never came and talked about it again. Literally left the app and was never seen or heard from again. And literally, you know what I'm saying, never violated her into the bargain. That nigga couldn't leave it alone. So he's hit like a retard on roller skates.
Hey, deserves what he gets in. I agree. But that being said, why is Michi still coming in? Why is she still talking about it? Why is she still gassing up in the room? She's ha, ha, ha. She ain't scared of that guy, and she ain't worried about no TPO. She knows ain't nothing going to happen. She wants all this attention that all of us are giving her.
Well, maybe that's the case. You know what I mean? Maybe that could be true. Who knows? But I'm not going to be the one that says, hey, you're not scared of this guy. Or, hey, you're not this, you're not that, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just don't have that ability, man. I'm not going to judge a situation that I know nothing about. What they do in the channel, they're probably a lot more, reserved, or maybe they're more outgoing, or whatever the case may be, but I know they also have a personal, real-life relationship, and she hasn't went to see him in over a month. That's because she's trying to distance herself from him. And he's going fucking ballistic to the point that he flipped the script on a group that he fucking invented to try to, pander some type of sympathy from Ronen so he'd have a friend. Because Michi was fucking wanting to disown him. You know what I'm saying? The dude had nothing going for him. She literally took him out to eat to a restaurant one night, and they was hiring, and all the dude does when he's home is cook and smoke weed and play video games. So she said, hey, why don't you get a job here and, cook? And, you know what I'm saying? You can make some money. He's like, well, I got to check on some things. And see, the motherfucker has no ambition. No bitch worth their salt is going to fuck with that dude for more than just a booty call. Shit, she even said that if he was willing to just take it as, hey, just break it off and then we'll go our separate ways, then she would continue it. But the nigga's falling in love. He's attached fully.
That's his first piece of pussy, man. 17-year-old kid in a 25, 26-year-old man's body. He's a fucking punk bitch. None of us dispute that. You definitely don't get any disputes from him. He's a fucking pussy. I mean, the fucker was crying. He's in tears crying. I would have hung the phone up before you would have heard me crying. And he's not honest about the shit he did. She's not honest about the shit she did. Neither one of them are honest about their motives.
Yep. Motherfucking, Steve's right about it. You will never know. And they will be back together. You know why?
I think so. I mean, I think that message I dropped clearly states, at least from her side, she wants to be back together. He told me he wasn't on the app, wasn't talking to nobody, but at least 2 or 3 people have had conversations with him. I don't know. I finally told him, hey, leave me the fuck alone, because he says, you better not be, I hope you're not playing. That pissed me off. I said, hey, man, I'm trying to help you out, man. Don't fucking talk to me anymore. You're right. No, you're right. She picked him, easy target, young, manipulative. She can manipulate barbecue. There's no barbecue going on. I mean, the bitch just makes shit up. And then when you call her out for it, but we are trying to hear it. Not you and me personally right now at this point. The handful of us in here, I think, have been burnt out on it. Yeah, we're all scratching our head going, what in the fuck is this? What the fuck is going on here? Jesus Christ. Absolutely. I should have never fucking said anything or got involved at all, man. I should have got the information from contract and kept it. You got to understand. He was excited. He was into some information, some fuckery, man. Me and him are tight. Me and contract are super tight on this application. We're constantly in solos, stirring the pot with each other, setting shit up. Not to the degree like the secret groups and shit, but like, hey, let's go in this room and we'll do this little ploy, whatever, and we'll go and fucking with people. He was innocent when he hit me up. He didn't expect me to say anything to anybody, and I shouldn't have. I fucked up. I felt bad. I stewed on it for about an hour, and I thought it's too far when it's going into somebody's personal life. So I hit him up without telling him what I knew and said, look, you need to fucking back off. Back off.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect the fuck out of that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, I understand that. More so than, you know, what you came out with at the beginning. You feel me? You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, like, put you on the spot by no means, but in the beginning it was like, you know, I'm not going to meddle in their lives, Karma's or Michi's personal life, to the point where I'm going to say, hey, you can't do this or do that. If you feel unsafe, take whatever measures necessary. The nigga called the police on me.